Girls, Miss said we're supposed to do page 216 in the math book.
Give me a break and I give you belly.
From a born till now, I'm not stop God school. I'm free and worried, so just sit around.
Show me your primary, so I'm up for pass, paper not exam done, everything. So what if when they say tell me no I learn? I find a few man to add dollars a one moment to absent to catch up, because my people absent. My left, get my show! Let's just have a bar chart and price. We don't have to educate to come out to the grade. Give me a break and I give you belly.
Ladies, your perception wrong. To have a better life, you need an education. School to your life is like a foundation. I hope you guys understand the But you're right. But you better where I get a come from. I never tell a coronation. I don't know you this formation.
My boyfriend coming in and you want it.
Girls, it's headache.
So couple days, couple weeks, till couple months end. Teacher send subject and me no recommend. All the eldest at home, cause me no comprehend. I come at school every day, ever hanging with my friends. 5 years at high school and not one subject. Come on and find out me is a dead subject.
Young girls, you better settle and aim for the best. Don't make the only thing you pass is a pregnancy test.
Ovulation, but no make no man cheat them in a rotation. We have to study if we want to reach a prize, yes? We have to study if we want to reach a prize, yes? We have to study if we want to reach a prize.
It's a deep sense of loss that I stand here to bring our sympathies, or to express rather our sympathies on behalf of our Minister of Education, our Permanent Secretary, and the other members of staff in the Ministry of Education. We are particularly distressed by what happened here at the Vauxhall High School. More so because of the measure of the man that we have lost. Mr. Samuels would have given in excess of 15 years of service in education, a young teacher who was engaged on the staff of Vauxhall High School in 2005 with vim and vigor, and was committed to giving his service for the transformation of this country, Jamaica land we love. He gave his all to his students. He gave his all in service. We were told that he was very involved and integral in the activities of Vauxhall High School. He was very involved in the preparation of our students for the theatre arts examinations. He was very involved in the development of the students as they prepare for the life transitioning activities. And it is with that sense of loss that I stand to say we really grieve with you, Vauxhall. Our teachers, we know what you are feeling. This cannot be easy for you. And I know you're going through a very difficult time. I had the opportunity to come by on Friday, and I spoke with a few of our teachers, and support staff. And you would have seen a number of our members of our grief team, our guidance counselors and our education officers. They have been here trying to hold you up and to stand in solidarity with you. So the ministry is fully cognizant of what you're going through, and I want to commit our full support. Whatever you need at this time, we're aware of the disruption that we had last week in your report, the activities and so, and we understand what is happening. Whilst we don't expect that every single individual will be grieving at the same pace, and every single individual will understand what is happening, in time we will. So I want to encourage all of us, our principal, our vice principals, and more so Mrs. Samuels, who must be going through a very difficult time. This is not just a colleague, this is a partner that she would have lost. And the ministry stands in support. Our team members would have visited her at home, and we are cognizant of some of the requests that she would have expressed as she goes through this difficult time, and we are ready to make sure that those things can be enacted in support of her, of the grief process. We're aware that the dislocation would have happened as it relates to the replacement of Mr. Samuels. Your principal and I would have a discussion on Friday as it relates to an interim plan to make sure that the boys and girls are adequately prepared as they transition into the exam phase. We have discussed that, and we will make some extraordinary decisions to ensure that there is a replacement in place so you can continue with your education. It is very, very sad that we would have to gather at a time like this, as we understand the preliminary details concerning the circumstances. We don't know exactly what happened, but we would have been updated by your principal with some of the information floating around concerning the circumstances. While we will leave that for the police to deal with, I just want to encourage all of us to stay safe, to stay in communication, to enact the critical incident policy, Madam Principal, to make sure that the information is flowing, to make sure that whatever support you will need going forward, Madam Principal, that the ministry is aware, and then we can come in and support as best as possible. We understand that the operational matters are led by the board and our principals, but the ministry has a cadre of persons, grief counseling persons, persons who are trained in matters of this nature, that we can extend. We know that after everything else, that we continue to grieve, so we're not going to be just about today or yesterday. We will provide ongoing support, boys and girls. So we want you to test the temperature, Madam Principal, and just dialogue with us, because the ministry stands ready to provide every level of support that is needed. We really regret what has happened to the Vauxhall family, but I'm going to encourage you, boys and girls, and our colleague teachers, just stay strong. Mr. Samuels would have wanted all of us to rise above this. That is the nature of the man. He's hardworking, he's creative, he's committed, he's a lover of excellence. And I want you to commit to those principles as we try to heal and move beyond this difficult period that would have interrupted the flow of things at Vauxhall High School. We're really sorry, colleague teachers and support staff. I spoke to a support staff on Friday, and in just saying to me how she felt, she literally broke into tears. She said, Mrs. Family is a part of what I do every day. That's the measure of the man. He's in our heart. He's not just an ordinary teacher. I have seen some of the videos myself, and I've seen the creativity. I've just witnessed the drama group, and I'm understanding that what we just saw there would have been evidence of his work, his level of creativity, because of how committed and well-resourced and well-prepared he was to make sure that Vauxhall would continue to soar and improve in its performances. Boys and girls, I want you to stay strong. I know it's very difficult, but I want you to believe in the principles that Mr. Samuels lived by, to do well, to excel. I want you to commit. Those students who are going to be writing their exams, I want you to commit to doing it for him. He would have wanted you to do well. Hence, he would have made all the sacrifices to be here at the extra time, to be here every single day. He wants you to do well. He wants Vauxhall High School to be a school of choice. So I want you to commit around that, to coalesce around that vision and mission that Mr. Samuels would have wanted for these institutions. This institution, I don't want you to give up now. Now is not the time to give up. Now is the time to pull together as a family. Pull together. I notice your parents are here. And I want to commend the parents for standing with the school at this difficult time. And that's a measure of a good school. When you have parent engagement, parent inclusion, when you have all partners on board, it says that we have a good school, Madam Principal. It means that all of us are feeling with each other. We deeply regret this, boys and girls. We deeply regret this, but the ministry stands with you, and we are prepared to lend any level of support that is required at this time. Teachers, stand strong. We are relying on you to carry on the candle. We are relying on you, though difficult, to move beyond, to be resilient, to be strong. Our students are also relying on you. But it is okay to cry. It is okay to be sad. You know, it's very difficult at this time. This is sudden, this is unexpected. So we stand with you as you go through this difficult time. And my team will be here. I know the education officer is here almost every day. She was with the family yesterday. She was with the family last week Sunday. And other persons will be making personal contact with the family as a measure of the level of support that we are willing to provide at the ministry. God bless you, boys and girls. Stay strong, knowing that this too shall pass, and the strength of the Lord is enough to take us through this. God is able to do exceedingly abundantly above, and what we don't understand, He is able to take us through. I want you to trust Him at this time, because He has your best interest at heart. He's able to see you through this. Just cast your fears upon Him, and He will see you through this. God bless you, Vauxhall High School. Continue to be strong. Continue to be resolute. Continue to do well as a commitment and a promise to Mr. Samuels. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Troupe, and the Vauxhall family would like to extend gratitude to you and the Ministry of Education for your support at this time.